Hello, YouTube, everybody. How's the fam doing out there? I'm calling my fam. Anyway, long time no see, huh?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he took over for me on Mother's Day. I wanted to spend time with not just Alyssa, but my daughter and my grandson, too. So, yeah, he went and got me dinner. Like he said on the video, I watched it, by the way. He didn't want to, but, you know, I knew he didn't want to, but it was Mother's Day. And he wanted to relax, and I wanted something to eat. And, well, what did you want to talk about? Laws? Oh, wait. Got two people I want to shout out. What were you going to say, Trey? No, I didn't mean to do that. I've got two shout outs, and I want you all to go check out a friend of mine.
Name your mama.
Her name, you get a slap. Where's my spanking stick? Her name is Paulette, Paulettete, going to do it. That's Paulette going to do it. Not Paulette is going to do it. It's just Paulette going to do it. She's only got one subscriber. She might have more now, but she's on a weight loss journey, and let's give her a little support. You know, you weight loss people out there. And another shout out to Bracketteers. That's Bracketteers. He's looking for work right now, and he's trying to grow his YouTube channel just like me. You know, I think we're all trying to grow it.
You looking for work?
Well,
the stadium in Minneapolis, the new Viking Stadium, is hiring like 20,000 people. If you're in that area,
I don't think he's. I don't think he's in that area.
Oh, okay.
I don't know though. I don't know what area. I honestly don't know what areas he's in. So. Oh man, I'm tired.
The new stadium has a bunch
Sinuses
of employees
are killing me.
that they need.
Yeah, well, move to what is it?
Minnesota.
Utah, Minnesota. I was saying Utah.
Moose, yeah.
Moose country. Minnesota.
Gotta move up to Moose country.
Anyway, yeah. So Bracketteers. I'll leave a link for the Bracketteers down below, and Paulette going to do it down below. And you guys go check out their channels. Show them your support. Bracketteers do just some funny stuff. They got a lot of things they do on there. They're a funny couple, and Paulette going to do it is just on a weight loss journey. So let's show them your support. Tell them Kelly sent you. Tell them California 1964 sent you. Bouncing again on my leg. I do that when my anxiety is always bothering me, yeah. And I heard that it's hard for you. I already know it's hard for you.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard for me. I'd rather be in your shoes than be in mine. And I would, but...
Because outside of our property, I'm pretty much a single parent.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, whenever everywhere he goes, he takes Alyssa. In fact, it's sad, but my daughter, my 6-year-old, one day I got in the vehicle to drive around the block, you know, to do something just to mess with her. Or, no, it's when we first got the vehicle, and I wanted to drive it, and she looks at me, she goes, "Mommy, you can't drive. You don't go nowhere. You can't," and it's sad.
Yeah.
Whenever she said that to me, it killed me because I was like, "Fudge," you know. Actually, I said the other word.
Yeah, her words. I mean, there was no ill will.
No, she wasn't trying to be mean. She just says she has never, since she was born. Well, no, I take that back because I went to the hospital when Brianna had her baby, and he'll be 2 years old in December. But she's never, from what she can remember, she's never seen Mom get in the vehicle, especially with her in it, and go somewhere. Now, when she was little, I used to take her to the corner store all the time and drive to the corner store.
Before she really had...
Yeah, it's really gotten bad. Yeah, and it's really... Yeah, when she was little, I used to take her in the store with me, but it's really gotten bad with me now because I'm going through perimenopause, but, you know, that's a whole nother video. Let's roll on with the Wednesday night whatevers.
We were discussing about some stupid laws. New York has got some stupid laws. They just passed a law that bartenders have to serve pregnant women if a pregnant woman asks for a drink. Now, I find that ridiculous because in New York City, if a pregnant woman wants a big gulp from 7-Eleven, they're not allowed to have it because no one's allowed to have a soda that big. They go to a restaurant.
Hell, I'm allowed to have a soda. What? Now,
in New York City, you cannot buy.
Then why do they sell them in New York? They don't sell them in New York. So
no, the biggest thing they got.
So they would never walk. But you just said when they walk in.
In other words, if she travels to Connecticut, she can go to a 7-Eleven and get herself a nice 44-ounce big gulp.
Okay.
New York City, they don't sell them.
Oh, they don't sell them. Okay.
They don't sell them because the mayor or whatever deemed it too big for anyone to have that much soda.
Is that only
one sitting.
in New York?
Right now, in New York City, yeah. They also have it where
That's crazy.
New York City doesn't have any table salt on the tables at restaurants because they're afraid people are going to put too much salt on their foods and
sue them.
And become a health risk.
Look at my ankle, and I'm not trying to change the subject. That's from sitting here doing work. I've only had so much salt today, so another whole video. But yeah, we got a little bit of a swollen ankle, not major, but just a little bit.
But yet, a pregnant woman, because, and she brought up the lawsuit because she felt discriminated against because of her pregnancy. Me as a bartender, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll serve you, woman, an alcoholic drink as soon as you can detach the underage person, because I'm not allowed to serve them. I'm not allowed to serve the fetus because the fetus is less than 21 years old.
Right.
Is under the age
I'm sorry, but anybody that walks into a bar that is carrying a child, I don't care if they're only 6 weeks pregnant.
They should not be allowed to have alcohol because whatever she drinks.
Now, I'm going to tell you with
drinking.
Brennan, my 19-year-old, my doctor told me that it was actually good because of my anxiety, whatever, back in the day, 19 years ago, almost 20, that it would be okay to have I didn't even ask to have a glass of wine. He just said, you can have a glass of wine to, chill yourself out. And I never thought to do it because I just didn't, but I ended up going to a birthday party for myself. It was a surprise birthday party. And I got a glass of wine. I took 2 or 3 sips, and it didn't even stay down. I had to run to the bathroom. But I don't know if it was just being guilty, but I think anybody, and, this is just my opinion, anybody that drinks while they're pregnant is got fucking problems. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but they have problems.
And I think the policeman should arrest
and I think
any bartender that serves a pregnant woman
if they make it
contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Well, here's the thing, though. If they make it legal, then the police can't arrest them because they're not breaking the law. But that's where society's screwed up.
They are breaking the law because they're serving that unborn child a drink.
Well, then they need to.
Unless you can reach in and pinch off that tube.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me tell you something, though. They're not breaking the law because they said it was okay to do. What they need to arrest is the mother that made the law, not the mommy, but the other mother effer that did the law. They need to go arrest him. And if I worked, so what is the bartender going to get fired if he doesn't serve?
Yeah, for discrimination. Even though he feels by giving her the drink, part of that drink is going to that unborn child.
That's
You're damaging the unborn child's
But
liver,
as soon as the baby's born, if that mother pops a bottle in the baby's mouth with alcohol in it, it's not okay though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they need to take that law away, and that's only New York, right?
That's what I heard was New York. There's a lawsuit.
Reminds me of that commercial, New York City. Well, that really chaps my hide. Yep. You remember that commercial? No, that really it pisses me off. It does. But it is what it is.
When I heard that, I thought of some other stupid laws. Like in Minneapolis, I know there's a street in Minneapolis called Lake Street.
Uh-huh.
That is one of the busiest streets for cars. But back when cars were first coming out, like late 1800s, Minnesota passed a law that said Lake Street is only for horse and buggy. Mm-hmm. No automobiles allowed.
Cop drop.
That law is still on the books. So technically, all these cars that drive on Lake Street now should be getting tickets because they never took it off.
Mm.
It's a law that's still on the books. It was about 5 years ago when I looked it up. Mm. But they got websites that have that. All these laws are still on the books, and it's like unbelievable. Really?
I was looking at your video the other day, not to change the subject, but the one where you were using GPS and it took you to a road that had grass on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell? I was trying to understand that. I was getting sidetracked watching other stuff.
Well, I saw the road sign saying, I looked at it and said, okay, take this road, whatever number.
And you were driving in somebody's yard or something?
To like Main Street. Follow Main Street to First Avenue or something like that. So I did. Well, Main Street was nothing but grass, and so was First Avenue, but there was a street sign sitting right there.
In the middle of the street? Wait. There was actually grass.
Where streets used to be was now grass.
Where was this?
If you look up Fountain, Florida on your GPS, it's going to take you to those two roads.
You were visiting my mom, I take it.
Yeah, that used to be there. Mm-hmm. But since then, the city has moved, and those two roads are no longer there.
But the signs are still there.
The signs there, and now the road is just grass.
That's weird.
There's not trees or anything. But
how far was that from my mom? It had to be close because she lived in Fountain. My mom passed away in 2009.
It was... I don't remember when it was, but... How far away was
2000, I think it was 2001 or 2002 when you went out there.
Well, where they live now, it's almost like downtown Fountain was here.
Was it while she was still alive?
Yeah. And
it was 2001.
And the two parts, like where she was way up here, main part of town had moved south closer to the interstate or something.
The last time you were there, other than recently, was 2000.
Yeah.
It's my daughter.
Call from Joe.
Hey, we're making a video right now. I'll call you right back, okay? I love you too. Bye. Yeah.
But yeah.
She's persistent. She would have kept calling if I didn't tell her that we were...
So, I guess Fountain downtown had moved closer to the interstate. Your mom was farther away from the interstate. So it left this gap in the middle.
Yeah, remember...
Right where my MapQuest, I think it was at the time, told me to go.
Yeah, it was the first time you visited my mom, I remember.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, crazy laws. And then they got this little kid. Now, I'm all for, and I don't know what you all are about, but I'm all for owning guns. How many minutes we got left on there?
Oh, well, it's at 11, almost 12 minutes.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We'll be right back. 1 second later, and we're back. Okay, anyway, there was a little girl, apparently 5 years old, from what I was looking at on the news. 5-year-old fatally shoots herself. I believe in owning guns. I believe in it. But I also believe in keeping them out of your children's reach. I mean, okay, here's an example. Alyssa, I mean, if she wanted to get up there, she could.
Yeah.
But I would, I'm always in here. I keep stuff like this up there. This is body butter, by the way. But I keep my fingernail polish remover. I keep things that I do not want Alyssa. She knows that it's taboo to get anything, to touch anything really in my room. But I still keep it out of reach. How this little girl got a hold of the gun, I have no idea.
Well, to me, I think it's ridiculous. If you own a gun, you need to be responsible about it.
That's what I mean by it.
I mean, it doesn't need to be locked up because to me that defeats the purpose of getting the gun for home protection. Because by the time, you can get to the gun... It
needs to be out of reach, though.
It's in the safe and it's got the trigger gun. Well, by the time you get all that off there, the bad guy's already come and...
You got to have a gun.
Business.
You have to have a gun to shoot the box open to get that gun out,
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I tell Brian, our oldest son.
Did you see
when he comes here, that gun has to be cleared and emptied. Put the ammo in one pocket and the gun in the holster over there.
He makes me nervous.
It only takes a second to load it.
Yeah.
So you can have it unloaded and cleared. And that's what this gun should have been. Was okay. So the gun's in the drawer.
Yeah.
But the ammo is away from it.
Yeah.
Somewhere where the kid doesn't know where it is.
Did you see?
And then teach a kid what a gun is used for, and how to and to respect the gun.
Right.
It's not like the video games where whoever you shoot gets to respawn.
I get on Brian's case all the time, and I'll tell you why. My spray bottle's not in the way.
I mean, he feels that 1 second is going to be too late.
I'll show you why, and you'll see why I'm upset. Oh, my nephew. I'm looking at my Facebook. Let me go to my son's page. Right here. I like that saying. When you have $1 million vision, my son put on his Facebook, when you have $1 million vision, don't surround yourself with 1 cent mines. And okay, this picture, I'm going to let him see what he thinks about this picture. Somebody ring the doorbell. And, hey, if that's for Brennan, he's sleeping. He just recently fell asleep. I'll tell him he came by, though. Who is it? Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. My son works nights, and he's sleeping, and we had to go and check out and make sure they weren't jumping the fence. So my son's only 19, so he's got, 18, 19, they like to jump the fence and pound on the window. And I don't want that, and my son doesn't want it. So, anyway, look at that picture. We were talking about guns.
Yeah.
That's my son and his friend. Now, I'm not going to show the picture. It disturbs me. It's not bad. My son's very responsible. But still, I don't like it. To me, they're sitting in a car holding their guns up. Brian's got one and his friend's got another, and it's just, for looks. But to me, it's proud, yeah, you got a gun. A lot of people do it, but I didn't like it only because it scares me.
That's the culture, though.
What if somebody drove by?
Yeah.
And like a cop drove by, because you're really not supposed to do that, I don't think.
No,
I don't know.
It's supposed to stay in the holster.
Yeah, but, they're in Texas. Is that the law in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
My
All I know is
you gotta keep it in the holster.
my son comes here to visit, and he tells me, I make him take it out, take the bullet, the magazine out,
yep,
and put it over on the thing, and I still make him point it towards, like, the wall. I don't like it pointing, I don't know, I'm just creeped out. Although, like I said, I believe in guns because I believe they can save a life. I was robbed at gunpoint. I'm going to let you guys know I will be doing story nights, too. I'm just not sure when I'm going to start. I'm getting in a routine with this job now, and once I get a routine going, I'm going to take one extra day out of the week and start doing story nights. We might just do them on Wednesday nights. He might have his story night. I might have mine. I still want to do a live question and answer, live Q&A, or just a live, video. I got to figure out how to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I will. We will do it, though.
Getting back to the guns.
Go ahead.
That was... Somebody on the radio was talking about that, and he says, that's what scares me the most, is this culture. Everyone thinks that they got to show off the gun. They got to, look at me, I'm tough, I got a gun.
Well, see, Brian did that with his car, too, though.
Yeah.
When he got his car, he was like, he does that with his muscles. My son is a very proud individual.
There's difference between proud and look at me, I'm a man because I have a gun.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm
no.
saying. He does it with a gun.
People
I just took a shower, babe.
People used to always have guns, but they used to not. It wasn't something to brag about. It wasn't something to flash around going, look at me, look at this gun. It was more of a, yeah, so I got one. Big deal.
My son is a showboat. He likes to buy things and show them off. Yeah. He likes to show off his gun. That's what he's doing there, him and his friend. He probably talked to his friend. Then his friend might have talked to, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's a showboat. When he gets a new car, when we bought his car for him, he was all proud about it. Now he's lifting weights, and he's a real slim guy, but he's getting buff now, so he's showing off his muscles. So if he's in a picture or something, he'll do something like this, and he'll flex his muscle.
Yeah.
He'll do this. And I had a friend of mine was like, hey, Brian, if you paid attention to that girl sitting next to you and not your own muscles, you might get somewhere. It was funny. But, yeah, he's a showboat. He's a good kid, though. He's a very responsible kid. But that right there, I called him up, and I said, dude, what are you doing? Why, oh, Mom, it's just a picture.
Yeah.
And then he gets irritated with me. He gets mad at me. So I'm like, yeah, do what you got to do, son. Just be careful. That's all I can say. He's 22 years old.
I'm 20 years military. I believe in guns. I don't have one in the house because we got kids here, and until I can figure out a way to keep the bullets away from the gun.
What just happened? Did it just stop?
No, it's still going.
Hold on. Later, gosh, why would it do that? It's wanting me to install the 9.3 version on my iPad, and I'm not going to do it because it's the newest version and it keeps messing up. Go ahead.
But until I can figure out a way to keep the bullets away from the gun, and basically to have kids, it's not going to mess with it. Because like Alyssa, she tries to mess with everything. You tell her no 1,000 times, she still wants to mess with it and play with it.
Right. Yep.
So I don't know if I feel safe enough for that.
Well,
Because, growing up, my parents had a shotgun and a rifle. And they've sat on that gun rack forever. I never touched it. I don't recall ever trying to, but I bet you if I did, I was probably told not to, probably punished for touching it, and I never touched it again.
Right.
But that was a different era. That was a different culture. It wasn't one of these, ooh, cool, let me
No.
see it.
I plan on getting a gun very soon though, but I putting it way up in my. She never goes in my closet, way up in the top of the closet.
Yeah.
I'm never going to have it anywhere down.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just afraid that if you put it too far away and someone comes busting through the front door wanting to cause trouble,
No,
you're not going to be able to get to it and the ammo in time. But then again, you can't put them in the same spot
No, it's
because it's too easy to load. Kid can figure out how to load it.
I don't know. I've still got a lot of
Um,
thinking to do on that, but we need to be able to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, all it takes is one time for the kid to realize how to load and how to.
I don't know.
to
I'm
cock the
double
weapon.
thinking. I'm really double thinking it. I mean, we just got to teach our child not to.
Not to you don't touch it.
Yeah, you don't touch it.
It's like a knife. It's like a
we
knife.
can get a
She
fake
doesn't
gun. We
mess
could
with
get
knives.
we could get a fake gun, one of those fake ones at the store,
Yeah.
and pretend like it's real,
Yeah. Oh, I had
and
one.
see if she's messing with it,
I had one.
and have the real one put away to where if I have to, yeah, I'm going to keep it up in the closet. And if between here and there, and I don't make it there, then I don't make it there. But I'd like to know that I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be able to get it. I'm not going to keep it.
I would like to get my. I can't remember if I gave it to my brother or if I wanted to take it. But this was when laser tag first came out. There was a knockoff brand of laser tag, and this gun looked exactly like a real gun.
Yeah.
It was black. It was heavy.
Yeah, I've seen one like
It
that.
felt
You know what's
like a real
funny?
gun.
You know what's funny is I had one just like that, and it was wooden.
Oh.
It had weights in it. It wasn't light. It was heavy,
Yeah.
and it looked and felt like a real gun, except for it was wood. It was painted black, and you couldn't tell. You know who made it? My brother-in-law, Roland.
Well, this was a company. It was called Pursuit. Was the game because they had laser tag. Laser tag was the black. It was really sleek looking. It had a red line on it. But Pursuit had a black gun. It looked like a real gun. And I remember playing with it. Me and my brother were playing against each other in the house, and my dad went to turn the remote or turn the channel on the remote control, and my sensor went off. So that's when we realized that the remote sensor can also be one.
That's another good idea. Have a fake one. We both have fake guns, honestly.
And see if
And put it under. I could put it under my pillow. That way, I could say, "You're going to hold it right there," and they don't know it's fake.
yeah.
And then I could be like, "I'm going to go
Well,
and keep my eye on them."
Well, it's hard to
I'll get
find.
to that
It's hard to
closet.
find a fake one that doesn't look fake now, because by law they have. If you buy
Well,
a
you
toy
can
gun,
take-
it has to be
Let me finish
bright
now.
green or bright orange.
Okay. The thing is no, you could take and paint it though. You could take the fake gun and make it look real.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they
It's
sell
just
them in the
gonna take a while,
store, yeah, it's not going to take a while. You just need to be creative. Yeah, it needs to be. You just need to be creative. Hope what?
Yeah.
It is better to point
Hope
a
the
gun.
paint don't
It's
chip
better
off.
to the point. Man, you
What?
just try to take everything, don't you? It's like, hopefully the paint don't chip off. No, I'll double paint it. I'll triple paint it and put shellac on that bitch. All right? Excuse my language. But anyway, but if it'll ward off and give me a few seconds to think, then I'm going for the gun in the closet. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll be able to reach it. And it will be loaded. I will keep it loaded. But I want to get a fake one. I don't know. I'm looking at doing that pretty soon too. And you should never, ever, ever say online that you don't have a gun. But I plan on getting one by the time.
But I have blades and I have a sword and I have.
Well, I got a few things that you don't even know about. So down here, but they're safe. They're safe up in the closet. I'm not going to get into it on here, but anyway, it's we're going to try to do a live show, and I keep saying this, but I promise you we will do it. Will you look in to see how we do it on my laptop?
I thought you had researched that.
No.
No.
If I did research it, then we would have been talking live eventually.
Right.
No. Maybe you can research it. I don't know. We'll both research
If I
it.
get around to it.
Well, we'll eventually get around to it because you might want to do it for your channel anyway. My face is so dry. Yeah, I think that this little girl shot herself, and it's sad. I think that they got to be more responsible. Like Brian is responsible. He's 22 years old. I'm talking about my son. sitting here watching this or looking at this picture. He just likes to show off. He likes to show off his new car. He likes to show off his girl. He likes to show off his muscles, his tattoos, his guns. And he was actually supposed to buy me a gun. But anyway, I don't know. What about your haircut? We talk about haircut? Messing with him. He knows I don't like it, his hair getting long. Let me see. Can I pull it? Ow!
Speaking of guns, I also read where one guy, he cleaned his gun like 3 days before, and it went off. He didn't even realize he was shot until 3 days later.
Is that great hair I see, baby?
Hey.
Hey, I was having fun petting your head now. Come on.
Your kids caused it.
I think it was Alyssa, and that's our child. As far as I'm concerned, all the kids are ours. The first three are from my first husband. We all know that. What was it I read? My children weren't a mistake. My husband was. I was like, I rolled on that, and I don't dare put it up because my ex-husband's on my YouTube. Well, I don't know if he's on my YouTube still. Probably.
He's on the Facebook.
But he's definitely on my Facebook. You know, he was just asking me the other day. Our refrigerator broke down. You guys all know that. And when I said, yeah, I finally got the refrigerator, he put down, are you selling your other one? I'm like, no, it bit the dust. He goes, oh, man, oh, well.
Oh,
and I said, get on Craigslist.
That dude owns us a refrigerator.
Who does?
From Dolores Street.
Was it him?
I had to buy the new one.
Oh, yeah, he was cleaning.
He was trying to defrost.
He was over at our house visiting, and the kids, you know, he came over for one of their birthdays.
Trying to get rid of some of the ice.
He was trying to get rid of some of the ice, trying to be a good guy because he wanted to hang out a little bit longer than we wanted him to. And he was pounding in there, and all of a sudden we were
punctured the line.
He was like, "Holy shit! Excuse my language." He was like, "Holy heck! What is wrong? What is wrong with your freezer? It's squirting stuff."
He punctured one of the Freon too.
We ended up having to pay the owner.
For a new
fridge. The owner. I remember. Do you remember what the owner said? What was his exact words? I remember them.
I don't remember.
He said, "It's your nickel." Remember?
Yeah.
Gary. His name was Gary. He goes, "It's your nickel."
You break it, you bought it, pretty much.
Yep. It's your nickel. So what we did is we went and bought another one, which is fine. You know, we just bought a little $100 one, and
well, whatever the price was at that time for the same size refrigerator.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. About 100. I think we spent like 150. It was under $200. I know that, between 150 and 200. Yeah. But anyway, so if you have any questions for us, if you can help us out on how to do this YouTube live, Google or YouTube live, let me know. If you have any questions, leave them in the down bar. I'm going to leave his link to his page, which he's got like about 7 or 8 videos up now.
Yeah, I'm going to put there was a couple I was going to put up.
Well, this is about to run out.
Yeah.
And then Paulette going to do it, and Bracketteers and him. I'm leaving all their links in the description. Show them some love. Now, I've got 20 or 25 more subscribers before the giveaway. I do this giveaway. If you guys can, you know, I've got a lot of subscribers, so decent amount. Go over and show my husband some love, you know? And go show the Bracketteers and Paulette going to do it. And everybody, give me a thumbs up, share, and comment if you'd like to. Let's hear what you got to say. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
See ya.